air, a nice bubbling fountain, weird cherubs kind of peeing and laughing and splashing. The cherubs are actually moving, but they're statue-like. It's weird. It's like everything is in the middle of something.
Oh, looks like we're here for a party almost.
She smiles. Would you like something to eat or something to drink? And she's like zipping between tables. Or perhaps a little dance.
I want all of that. It sounds fantastic.
All right, because there's this weird kind of like spinning scene at a circus where you're kind of doing all the things, and there's laughter and everyone's spinning around, and the prince is there and he doesn't know what he's doing half the time, and like 15 parties all kind of jammed into one.
Sister, we don't have all eon.
Sorry.
Of course we do. We're in the now.
This is a lovely thing, she says, as there's a gem in her hand now. It is the green gem that you stole from the dragons, that you dug up in.
Hi. Well done. Well done, nurse, you take that.
It's captured. She shakes it.
It's what?
It's special, she says, and then taps you on the head and gives it back to you.
Oh yeah, it's got a bit of magic on it, to be sure.
Oh, forget about the future. Forget about the past. What is it that you desire? What do you want to do now?
Oh, right now? Oh. I want more of those apples. Those apples are so good. They're so good. Would I chop them up, put them in a salad? Salad of nothing but apple.
The golden apples of my garden.
They're quite delicious.
Is that truly what you want?
Well, you asked me what I want right now. That's what I want right now.
How about now?
Well, now you got me thinking.
Don't think too hard.
Oh, I know, that's when you come up with all sorts of terrible things. What I want right now is... I want a bit of power, to be honest with you. But not the traditional kind. I want the sneaky kind.
Uh-huh. She smiles like she's excited at the sound of this.
I want... See, I'm a bit of a thief. I like to see something I like to take it. But some things are a bit heavy for me to carry. Me and my stature being a bit smaller than what I'd like.
Like moons and planets and stars, she says.
Yes! Yes! These are things I want! I want a collection! And I want to put them down and show people, look, I took that, I took that, I took that. You want to see it?
Yes. There will be so many celestial bodies for you to steal near the end. No one will give a shit.
Zero shits given!
You will have a collection of jewels, of the stars and moons of many places. Yes. But you are so small now. You are like a gnat.
Okay, that's a little hurtful.
A bratty little self-absorbed gnat.
He's looking back at the prince like maybe she's talking about him.
he's like, did you have this wine? This is the best wine ever. I could drink this for the rest of time, he says.
I know. I'm trying to think of what I want right now.
Why did you bring him here?
Oh. Well, I kind of like to think I might have a bit of influence. And maybe
He's
This
young.
boy here.
He's strong. She seems to be kind of like shifting all around him, and he's not even.
Aware.
He's got potential.
That's what I was thinking.
Very capacious. Perhaps even, maybe one day. Oh, could I keep him from my sisters? That would be fun.
I could hide him.
You could show us how to hide him from our sisters.
There's got to be a way to hide, not him, but his potential. If he's not got the potential, he's beneath the notice of your sisters now, isn't he?
Interesting.
Like hiding him in plain sight, really.
Yes. We'll keep him. Is this what you'll give for power?
Well, I do have a good-for-nothing cousin I'm not using much for these days, but...
Oh, where is he? Did he come along with you?
Yeah, he's kind of with one of your sisters there.
Oh. Well,
But you know what,
he's not yours to give.
He's flying the ship anyway. I will give up something. Something of great value, I would think, to most.
She smiles. She's like, yeah. She's all excited. What is
Most
it?
people,
What is it?
most people think the greatest joy in life is true love. I happen to think that's what ties you down and prevents you from going out and finishing your life. I'll give you that. Whatever potential I once had, I'll give you that.
The potential to love.
True love. I could love a bit.
There's this cruel smile across her face. And there's this death knell that, like, of a bell, like it's accepted. And then a strange sound of like an old-timey cash register.
I expect fair compensation, though.
And you just want power.
Similar to what we discussed, yeah.
What power to give you? For true love and the trust of your friends when you return back to the ship without your little prince. Come. Sometimes I'm a thief as well, and I steal from my sisters. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the thread of potentiality that I stared at. And then I saw you with your chaos gem. And then I realized that there are some decisions that you could make, and at the end of all things, you could be standing on the edge of that. And she points down into the pool, and you can see reality and the planes themselves being swallowed up by something, with you dancing around on the edges, collecting your stars, your moons, your suns like gems.
Didn't realize the world was going to end so quickly.
Quickly, no, but it approaches. More time has passed than there is time remaining.
Well, what I meant is, I mean, within my lifetime. I don't even look any older.
You will live for a long time if you're careful. Or if you're lucky.
That's always the plan, isn't it?
Remy, nay. Know that it is not goodness or evil that is your destiny, that is inside you,
But you are a rare thing, a child of unbridled chaos. And I accept, as you steal one thing, your love for it will disappear and be replaced by something else that you do not possess, and on you shall go.
Sounds good to me.
And these things shall be your love, as you search for something you will never have, but beyond this conversation you will never know you could not have it.
Well, hang on there. What do you mean I don't
She
get to know?
flicks some of the water into your face, and you're like, oh!
Reflex save.
I think
I'm going to allow Remy Ney to catch up in power with that of his friends.
Oh.
We're now Mythic rank 3. Congratulations. Or Mythic tier 3.
Cool.
And the gem itself has now become the potential for a legendary item.
Okay.
As a wisp of chaos from the image that she saw swirls inside the chaos gem itself, as it shrinks down to a much more manageable size. Something a little smaller than an egg.
Okie doke.
We'll say that the gem is a mythic item. You get to choose whether or not you you bond with it, and the first power that the gem has is that it stores 2 mythic points in it.
Cool.
So the way legendary items work, though, mythic legendary items, is that you can just choose to bond with them when you gain a tier. So there's no downside to it. You don't have to take anything to bond with an item.
You only get one, though.
You only get one, but...
The other power, should you choose to bond with it, is that your ability score of choice will be helpful for the DCs of the powers of the gem.
Okay.
And yes, it could be con in your case because you're a con caster, which is the most ridiculous thing that I've said.
It's an awesome thing.
It's the fatty bobatti caster.
This caster
there was one other con caster before this, and it was it doesn't even exist anymore because they FAQ'd it, but there was a witch archetype for orcs called the Scarred Witch Doctor. That was a con caster. It was awesome.
Okay.
Hey Remy, where are you going? Have some more wine, dear. Hey, who are you?
There you go. You're reaching your potential, lad.
Wow.
All right, Remy, I think at this point in time you are chaotic neutral.
I don't understand the mode.
You have a legendary item if you choose to bond with it, and then yeah, your mythic rank tier zero trials. I will make it 1 trial. I think everyone gets the 1 trial for actually coming here, but oh no, that led up to your mythic rank 3. Yeah, mythic rank 3.
I'm mythic rank 3. Okay. Is everybody else mythic
tier.
rank 3?
Some of them are about to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Tier. I always want to call it ranks, but it's
yeah. We're used to divine ranks. I think that's why.
Yep. Hey, that's probably it.
It's funny because you simultaneously mock class being used for everything, and then level being used for everything, right?
Well,
everything's a level.
Like, the thing is, you start getting used to that, and it's like,
yep.
Rank sounds better for player characters, and tier sounds better for monsters.
Yeah.
But
That's the class that he's using, which is a weird class. Is it a cult book? Yeah, it's occult stuff.
mm-hmm. Yep. It's good times.
All right,
Thank you,
Ukur and
Caravan.
Levy. The old woman just takes so long to walk.
Of course, you're gonna see the future. It takes you that long to get there.
This future we'd like to call the present.
Oh, Marty, do I have a legendary item I can choose to bond with as I go up?
A legendary item? No, but you might have a mythic mount when you choose it next.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't think you're carrying anything legendary, are you?
No, well, that's the question I'm asking, because typically you don't find out that they're legendary items until you complete a mythic challenge.
Oh.
And then it's revealed to you, and you can choose to bond with it then.
Although what you could do is you could take legendary item and make.
That's why I'm
legendary
asking,
items
because I'm
legendary.
thinking about taking legendary item as a path and making my arm into a legendary item.
That's pretty cool.
I think I'm gonna do that.
It's also appropriate. It's not something that's like surprising.
Yeah.
We'll have to chat about which powers, because some of the powers are just even beyond game breaking. Like
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
the power of the
Whenever you
not
turn
be seen.
invisible, you're completely invisible from everything.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. But
The
it doesn't really
the
affect
at will mind blank from gods. Yeah, that one might need some thought.
What is this? I'm sorry.
Don't ask questions. You don't know anything
Quiet,
about
you.
Don't
If you take the
Never
path,
look
if
into
you take the
this.
path power legendary item,
One
then
of
you
the
can actually
abilities
start
allows you to
giving
be-
items powers to your item.
Yeah. One of them allows you to be undetectable while invisible, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it just used undetectable.
Yeah, it's just you just can't.
Yeah, they use the wrong language for it.
But so is mythic invisibility. There is ways to get that
That's true.
too. So
Yeah.
There are ways to get that. It's just,
okay.
yeah.
Uker, the old lady's leading you forward. Lemmy's trailing behind you. Don't worry. We'll get there soon. Oh, just take them to the pool already. You hear another voice. Don't rush me. It always comes. Always one more step, isn't there? She grins up at Uker and looks back at Lemmy. Always one more rock to lift. Always one more branch to look behind.
Always more to do.
Always more to do. It never ends. Or does it? She stops for a moment. She blows into a handkerchief. She sticks the handkerchief away. Would either of you like a candy? It's from the same pocket her handkerchief went into.
Uker will nod.
Okay. She gives you the old lady equivalent of a Werther's original. Because that's old people candy.
I normally have a bag of those things around here somewhere.
Seriously, those disgusting candies ever.
Those are awesome. They're the best. So
Would
Uker
you
takes-
like a candy? Something sweet to take the bitter taste out of your mouth? There's no bitter taste in your mouth.
Talking to me or talking to Remy?
To Lemmy, yep. Ahmed?
Sure.
Okay, you eat the candy.
Yeah, sure.
The future is a hard thing to swallow. A jagged little pill sometimes. Don't chew it. Suck on it. I don't like the crunching sound.
Need to enjoy what you're eating. Make it last for the future.
Can I identify the...
But the butterscotch? Sure, you have no idea where this comes from. What the fuck is butterscotch? It's probably some sort of taffy kind of thing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a masterwork candy.
Candy.
Little
I
foil-
never knew it.
came in a little.
This is the first I've ever heard anybody use the term Werther's original and disgusting in the same sentence. I didn't know that there was humans that didn't like Werther's originals.
Man,
This
we've
is
been
like
friends
my
for
mind
years.
is blown right now. Although there's a lot of old people, there's a lot of old ladies in my family who offer candy.
Part of being a good DM is describing things that you personally don't like. See, when I'm describing the poopy things, I don't get fucking sick to my stomach. It's when I hear them or see them that, you know, you might actually get a reaction to, which is really strange.
No, so for me it's the garbage can lid titties.
Oh, okay.
That's that description there is absolutely terrible.
Which is a description years ago.
It's still the worst. It's the worst description on the planet.
And they're mostly nipple. So
Aw. Okay. Are those moles or areola? All right.
They're actually
Came back to the wrong part of that conversation.
Warts.
oh. Why?
Okay, the old lady's bringing you forward after feeding you a candy because of the bitter taste that will be in your mouth. And there's just basically a fountain that looks like it's just finished construction, but there's no water in it. And it looks like there's some scaffolding off to the sides. The pavement looks still kind of wet, like the cement was just poured.
Very new.
Not quite yet done.
Right.
What is it, Uka not Sodge, that you wish to know? You claim to know where you're from. Pity. That you did not go with one of my other sisters.
I was the one that said that you could not see the future, and you said that you could.
Yes? I see many futures. For most men, we scratch upon Yggdrasil their lives. Between my sisters and I, we know where they come from, what they will do, and what will be their end, their fate, if you will. When you... yes, I thought you had his stench about you. When you chose to walk the path of the White Wizard, you divested yourself of being so easily divined. But Odin once stood before us and plucked out his very eye and gave it to us and demanded to know the end times. And from that sprung the stories of the Ragnarok, the age in which we live. And so that story is on the lips of his followers and of the menfolk that he protected against the cruelties of the multiverse, the inevitabilities of creation. What is it that you want to know, Uka not Sodge, of the Urekun?
I need to know where I'm going. I need to know how to control my curse. It is trying to destroy everything around me. The blessings of Grolf and his mother
Yes.
is so hard to control.
Is it? Is it?
It. What do you want from me?
So let me enumerate this. You want to know basically your source.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to know how to control.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not something I would know in the past. It's because it's something that I know yet. It's something, and Grolf never got it, so it's not in his past. It's a future thing.
What do you want? What will you give? I can tell you how to defeat the beast within to control it. Curious that you do not wish to cure yourself. But I know why. For you are not just of the people of the bear, but you are also the people of the wolf. The wolf that slipped into your village and gave your mother child.
Uker has a frowny face.
Don't worry. Your mother invited him in, even though she was promised to another.
Uker has another frowny face.
The Chono-kun and the Urek-kun. They are two people but one. I know that the secret of your blood, the reason why the curse is there, and even why you have any semblance of control at all. Perhaps Grolf sensed it in you. Know that we did not foresee this, because it was the actions of your friends that led you there. Plus your own actions. You are not innocent. What are you willing to give to know how to conquer the two beasts and make them one?
I will give the end of my life. I am not one to grow old and die. Come for me when I have apexed.
But all things die, Uka. And you live the warrior's life. I will come for you. Yes. When you've apexed. Yes. I accept.
And she leans in and cups some imaginary water in her hand and bids you to drink.
Okay, I will Place where I put my hands under her hands
Okay,
is part
yep.
of the normal sort of.
Yeah, and there's liquid there, but you don't know what it is, and it's cold, and it's uncertain, and you could see this huge wolf thing fighting this huge bear atop some snowy mountain, and Uker standing there like a boy. You're the boy that climbed up that hill and found that bone.
Yep, it's on my character. The Yeti Club.
The Yeti bone will lead you to the spirit of your people, a spirit that your people have worshipped and kept from afar. There the bear will do battle with the wolf, and should you succeed, a new creature shall emerge. That is how you will control it. All other ways are fraught with peril. All other ways of controlling it can be undone. This is the way to become one. A way that is within your grasp.
You caught a flash in there of the High King. Like, what the fuck does he have to do with this? But he was handing you a bunch of papers with songs on them.
Okay.
And you know that the bone will lead you to where you need to go to have the battle royale amongst beasts.
Dire bear wolf, owl cub, something.
You don't like the shadow behind you, though. And the baying of a million wolves. All crying to blot out the light. But also listening to you.
But that is only part of you, Uka. For at the same time, now that you have taken this step, know that the beast will overtake you if you delay your confrontation too long. If you let the years go by and the wolf to grow, you will become something else that will deny you what you truly are. Go forth into this multiverse to prove the strength of mankind, and thus allow them to make their final impact upon the multiverse before the end. It is men and their belief in you that will make them strong, and you the strongest. If they think you weak, don't worry. The men of Vosgard already think highly of you.
Okay. Uker now knows that just showing off to giants and then beating them up is not enough. The story must be told by men. It must be proven to men. It must be shown. Your victories can't just be victories to yourself, nor were they ever. You in the Bakari tournament, there were thousands that watched you.
Show off. Also, your mother's a whore. Oh.
Uker, you catch a glimpse of a possible future. this grand field and this like forbidden city, and like 100 yards out in front of the forbidden city, a massive stone bowl where people go up to and drop things in offering.
The Ogre Bowl.
And you pull back on a multitude of worlds. The Euchre Bowl exists, sometimes in the hand of a statue, sometimes on a big plain, sometimes in the middle of a city.
The Ogre Bowl. Yeah. Cool.
And there's no, like, Thor here. There's... belief in Euchre is strong. You have this pit in your stomach that if it reaches that point and you're actually being worshipped or treated like an emperor, like a king greater than that of Gazar, that might be the time when she comes. When you could do so much through proving that you are just strong by lifting things, by defeating things, by pushing things over. Like you have this like flash of like so much could be accomplished by a guy who's got 100 strength, you know, that sort of thing. What did you give up? You fall weak to your knees, and she's.
And now the bitter taste in your mouth. You shall not but taste again until the apex, until the zenith of your days. Do not worry, she whispers. The end of you will mean the end of everything else shortly thereafter.
For a being like this to say shortly thereafter, you're like a couple thousand years.
Well, maybe start of the next Ragnarok. I mean, you know, there might be a thing. Who knows?
Your name is Fenris.
There will be 47 ships named after you. If this comes to pass.
Kurt nods. He's very quiet.
The old crone turns to Lemmy. All you saw was Zucker being whispered to, and he took a drink of something, and now he went weak, and he's like lying down, and he's got this bone club in his hands.
Child of died.
At your service.
What is it you wish to know that you do not know already, little Lemmy-O?
My parents are trapped. There is this unknown vortex that sucks up magic, that eats everything, that I cannot even communicate with them, and they seem to be frozen in time. I do not know if what I saw in my scry was present, past, or future. All I know is they're trapped, and I assume they are still trapped. What I need to know is how do I rescue them, how do I stop that vortex so it never comes.
The Eye of Apophis, you were told it was called.
That's right.
She almost feels sorry for you.
Is there something else you wish to know?
You just told me there is no way to save them. Is there a way to save Yig?
You don't think very small, do you?
No. If I did, I wouldn't be here.
You are concerned with creation.
I'm concerned with life. Life is creation and destruction. It is chaos and law combined. I don't like hearing that it all ends. It means there's no point in us doing anything now.
Is there no point?
What would there be? If it's all gonna end anyways. But what's the point? That's why I'm here. Because I don't want it to end. So, if there is a way to save Yig, then there is a way to save all the worlds. How can I save
see.
Yig?
Your mind cannot conceive at the magnitude of time and space and the energies. You do not distinguish between the Ragnarok and the true end. I see.
If you needed to name something as the Ragnarok, it would not be the true end. The true end wouldn't have a name, because there would be no reason to name it.
Yes. And you
Right.
can protect Yggdrasil from one of these things, but you cannot protect anything from the other. But you can delay it.
Indefinitely?
These are things that are on the edge of knowledge even for me. Yggdrasil is our power. For as long as Yggdrasil lives, our power of portent shall work.
And it is my life's duty to make sure Yggdrasil lives.
Your life. No. For you it is your being.
My essence.
Swear it.
I swear it is my essence to protect Yig, to work in its best interest.
Even at the expense of others.
I will not betray my friends.
Oh, but they
For
will
they
betray
under-
you.
Yig would not have me betray my friends. Anyone throwing their trust in me, I would not betray.
The great tree does not care about the gnats that dwell upon it, so long as they do not dig too deep. We care about the tree's survival. It must survive the things like the Ragnarok. And if you and your friends can find a way to prolong it, then life shall surround Yggdrasil. Will you or will you not become its protector?
I shall.
Then I'll ask again.
I swear it.
At the
And that's it.
expense of all others, all other things, all other creatures and critters.
Yes. If not, then I endanger all of Yig and all other living creatures. Then yes, your logic is sound.
Good. Then you and I are on the same side. What do you want, Lemio?
To save my parents, and to save Yeg. Doing so, in helping to save my parents, I believe they will help me save Yeg. Even at the cost of their own lives. If that's what it should be. And mine.
No. Your life, your being, you've already sworn to Yig. So we shall tell you simply. Your parents are caught in eternity, but they are, and will, a split moment before the end of all things, join with that eye of Apophis, the eye of destruction, of not only the world upon which they stand, but the forces around it and time itself. The eye of Apophis simply grows larger, more hungry, greedily eating up stars and worlds. Nothing can survive there. Our power does not reach there. Your parents' death, their crystallization in time, is but a warning. Go there and you will join them, and they will not know, for it will take 1,000 years for them to turn their head to notice you standing there.
Then tell me something else then, if I am to be the essence to serve Yig. Give me the instinct to know what path to take to the world I want to travel to.
You want to be able to find your path upon Yig. Yes. But what would you sacrifice?
You may take the one thing that you've already taken from me. My happiness. I can no longer be pleased, since I know it all ends. It all ends. There's no longer a need for my happiness.
No.
Why would you sacrifice your happiness? Jesus.
You'd be fun to travel with.
Let's be logical. You shut the fuck up, all of you. I think I have the easiest one out of all of you. Take my fucking eye. Farouk, you have an expiry date. Best before.
Well, yeah, it's the better to burn out than fade away.
Ooh, rough.
I also have the seed of Yig. The acorn. That'll give me paths. You might not care for it, but it is always Yig when I look at it.
Joy. Didn't your cousin already give up joy?
His cousin gave up love.
Yeah,
I gave up the potential for true love.
Right.
I can still be happy. I can enjoy a good joke. A nice drink. He's
But of
given
course,
up
once
all
it's
that-
done, it's like immediately you need to find something else to find.
You know what? He'll always have goals, and that's important for someone who will never
I
die.
have one goal.
You've allied yourself with the same thing. You're just asking to know your way on Yggdrasil.
Yes. It would be, I mean, if you would allow me to choose with Yig which planes to open and which ones to close, that would be fantastic.
That is not what you asked. You asked
No,
to know your way.
because I don't think
Yig.
I don't think I can afford that one. He smiles, and I believe that will be my last smile.
Without joy, you will not know sorrow. Both of these things are essential to your being now. You must learn how to sacrifice in order to sacrifice. No, your offering is unacceptable. But we will accept you surrendering your life to Yggdrasil.
Done.
To seal our pact cannot be done here with but these waters. You must travel to the heart of Yggdrasil. You must enter the heart and survive whatever is within.
Then show me the path, or tell me how to find it on my own.
Okay.
Tell me how to find all the paths.
She plucks a little weed that's growing outside of the well a little bit. The first thing that sprung to life in this new little well that had been recently constructed. She goes up to you. Breathe. And you sniff in the pollen of this little tiny but super potent little flower. Lemio falls backward in his high. At this point in time, Lemio, you know the direction you would have to travel to get to the heart of Yig. You don't have to go there right now. There's nothing compulsing you to go there. You just know where that is. While you're on Yggdrasil, I guess.
All right.
When you become one with Yggdrasil, we shall share words again. And perhaps then you will then now have something to barter with.
Shall I return here again?
We will know when it is time. She
All
lets
right.
The flower kind of fall down and wisps away into the wind.
The blood of Did flows through your veins. Should you survive this, you will do something that she did not do, that she could not do. I suppose it has to do with your male shell. You have no mother's instinct.
The only reason that I have what I have been raised and only known to do is care for Yig. You ask me to bond with it, it is a blessing.
No. And it will be your curse.
But then I will carry it. This burden I carry like a badge of honor. He slaps his chest, slaps the medallion on his chest, like the Samaton priest, or I guess it's wooden or whatever.
You will be Yggdrasil when you are through. She's like waving off the symbol like it's like so meaningless to what you guys are talking about right now.
Yeah. To her it is. To me it's not.
No, to the 10th level Lemmy that's enjoying his male life as a gnome, traveling around as god, eating, drinking, pissing, sleeping, shitting, captaining.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Yep.
Wow chicka chicka.
Crashing.
crashing his new boat, crashing his new Lambo.
Oh,
What are we doing, Captain? Straight down.
I just got it.
What do you say?
Okay. The old woman wipes a tear. You don't know who it was for. Maybe both of you. Maybe one of you.
is the candy gone?
Yeah, the candy's gone, and you guys are feeling a little weirded out by this. Stumbling back to the beach. First, it is the group that came from the past. They reach the beach first.
Gallus, you moron! Oh my god!
What the fuck happened to you? I know some magics. There are some magics that'll help you, but shit, you got fucked pretty bad.
And Loker's helping him walk.
Loker's kind of hobbling with you. Good thing I came with you, huh?
Good thing.
To ease the sting of the missing companion, says the woman who hands you a sack.
Mm-hmm.
Give unto your companions 3, Ugashug, Hrunobog, and Kiaran, whatever they find within the sack.
Is this in front of us?
No, this is
out there. Okay.
Yep. Okay, it's just a plain old turnip sack. I don't know what's special about it.
This is to Galith is getting this?
No,
or?
this is to Remy.
Oh, Remy, okay. All right, then. I don't know if it's going to replace a prince, but...
Okay, you're walking back through the hedgerows. You're kind of being sent back, and the path is clear. What are you doing with the sack?
He's looking in the sack. That's what he's doing. He shouldn't say, don't look in the sack.
All right, for the briefest moment, you thought you saw 3 golden apples, but they're gone. This, like, almost when you blinked.
Shouldn't have blinked.
I will spend the rest of my life in pursuit of the golden apples.
That's awesome. And then Lemio and Uker. Are there any words that are shared between the two of you as you're walking back?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, better. I need to face my demons.
And I need to get cursed.
You need to find your demons.
And have him reside within me, something like that.
The Grail will come. The Grail will come. The Grail will come, Camelot.
Why the fuck did we come here?
Maybe it's a good thing we left Oberon behind.
I will sacrifice my very life for...
Come to Earth.